Welcome back to Sparsh. Today we are going to look at problem number 3612, process string with special operations 1. Although the problem is rated as medium, but the problem itself is an easy problem instead. This is an easy problem only. At the end of the problem, I'll also tell you what variation can the interviewer ask you by designing an actual system, so that like this question will not get asked in an interview, but you can get to know what variation can get asked in the interview. So let's just quickly go through the problem once. We are given a string S consisting of lowercase English letters and special characters which are star, hash and percent sign. We need to build a new string result by processing S according to the following rules from left to right. So we need to read the string S from left to right. If a letter is lowercase, then we need to append it in the result. So we'll just append like whatever result is present with us. We are just going to add whatever element is there inside this result. If star comes, we need to remove the last character from result. So whatever result is present, let's say last character is A, then it will get converted to whatever string was present before, but A is now removed. A hashtag duplicate the current result and append it to itself. So let's say result is ABC, then that means that it will just duplicate it. So ABC plus ABC, which is ABC again, and the result will look something like this. And a percent reverses the current result. So let's say if the result current result is ABC, then reversal means CBA. Now what we need to return? We need to return final string result after processing all characters in S. So this is a very straightforward task. So the constraint given to us are S can range from 1 till 20 and S consists of only lowercase English letters and special characters which is star, hash and percent. So let's just quickly go through two examples. First is we are given this string and we know that if lowercase character will come, let's maintain a variable result. If lowercase character come, we are just storing it in result. So for this first, we have added result A. Now for hash, what we need to do, we need to duplicate the current result. So let's say we reach here, then result will become as A and A because we duplicated this element. Now third is B, so it will become as AAB. And then percent came. Percent means that we need to reverse it. So BAA, and after that the star come. So star basically means that we need to remove the last character. So this means BA. This is our actual result, and BA is what we would have output, and hence we have reached the answer. Similarly, let's just check the example number 2. Here we can see the input is Z star hash. So Z is small case. So what we'll do, we'll just append it in result. Star means that we need to delete the last element. So it will become an empty string instead. And hashtag, what hashtag means? Hashtag basically means we need to duplicate the current result. So duplicate is, it is a empty string. So duplicating it also means that we are just have empty string as the output, and this is what our output should have been. So let's just quickly go through the solution once. So we have just implemented the solution what the problem has asked for. We have taken a string result which is an empty string itself, and now you can see we are just going to traverse S here, and if value is star, what we are going to check is if result size is greater than 0. Result dot size, like for 0 it will become false. We are just continuing. Otherwise, if result is present, what we are going to do, we are just popping back from result. We are removing last element. If value is equal to hash, we are just adding the same result into itself. And if value equal to percent, we are just calling a standard STD reverse function to reverse the result, and it will basically, this reverse function basically reverse the current string in its current variable itself only, like in memory only. And hence, like if all these three strings special characters are not present, then we know that the character is a lowercase English alphabet, and we are just adding that specific value here. We could have also used, like instead of reverse, we could have used r begin r end, like you might have noticed, and then we are just simply returning the result. So what we'll see that the time complexity here is we are going through all of the letters as characters s in this, so it will traverse a total of, let's take n here, and now value of star is a o of 1 operation. So because we are removing from the back, it will only take one operation at a time. Now result plus equal to result means that, let's say if result has a length of n, this operation will take 2 into n, because we are going to take those n elements and again adding new n elements here. So basically n, like the result will increase size from n to 2n, and the operations performed are O of n here. And similarly for reverse also, we need to reverse the whole string itself, and hence the operations performed here is also O of n. And if we need to add the current value, then that is also a O of 1 operation. Now if you'll see that what we are going to do, we, like there can be, like for hash and percent we are getting n. So O of n operations time limit. So what we are just seeing that, okay, let's say if result has one element, then let's say hash means it becomes 2. If again let's say hash comes, it becomes 4. If again hash comes, it become 8, and it is growing exponentially. So something to the power n, and we are seeing that, okay, like single element, double element, third element. So how many elements are present? We can say that this is O of 2 raised to n. 2 raised to n could be the overall time complexity. So we'll write that. And similarly for space complexity also, if the string can range till 2 raised to n, space complexity will also require exactly that much space to store the string. So this is pretty straightforward, and we would have solved it easily. But let's say what will happen if the interviewer say that, okay, you are given this same problem statement itself, but now the constraints are not from, let's say s dot length is not from 1 to 20, s dot length can range from 1 to 50 instead. So almost none of the computers can fit 2 raised to 50 in its memory. But the interviewer has added another condition that this string which you are given is more percentages. Let's say interviewer said that 95% of the values present inside this string are hashes only. So 95% of 50 is what? We can say something as 42 or 43 will be only hashes. So whenever a hash will come, what we are going to do? We can, instead of storing our string inside this result, we can maintain a Deque, where insertion from front and back both can be possible, as well as we can also maintain a variable is reversed. So whenever we get a variable, let's say the string is a hashtag b hashtag, let's say this is the string. So we have added it in a here. Now whenever hashtag comes, we'll just, this is reverse, this false initially. We are just going to make this is reverse equal to true. This got modified to true. Then again hashtag comes, this got modified to false, and then again hashtag comes, it got modified to true. So this means at B, this string is X should have actually be reversed. Now whenever B comes, so B should not come here because we see is reverse is true. So we'll add it at the front of the deck. So our deck will look like now B, A, and empty deck. This is front and this is back, is reversed is still true. And again two hashtags will come. So what we'll say that okay, whatever is true, we know that for even it will stay whatever the initial value was. So we'll just start reading from is reversed. So if is reversed was true, we'll just start reading from reverse, and hence we'll just reach the answer. So this is a very straightforward approach. What you can do, this is like what interviewer can do in an interview. Second thing, like what the interviewer can ask is, let's say he don't want the result after all. What he says that I need size of result modulo 1 plus 7. So in this case, what will happen? If the interviewer is going to ask this, what you are going to do now, instead of appending values here, what we are going to do here is, I'll just erase the current things. So instead of appending, what we'll do here is, result will be then instead of string, result will be a long. What we are going to do, result equal to whatever size is, we can just say, I'll just writing it as size plus, I'll also take mod is nothing, just 1 plus 7, size plus mod percent mod, we also need to do -1, so size -1 plus mod. Now whenever hashtag comes, what we need to do, result equal to result into 2% mod, and similarly for reverse we need not to do anything because the number of characters are going to remain the same. And for any other characters, what we are going to do, result equal to size plus 1 plus mod percent mod, and hence we would have returned this result, and this would have been the answer. So these two could be the variations I could think of which can be asked in an interview instead of this problem being asked. So if you have liked this video, please do like the video and share it among your friends, and consider subscribing to the channel for more such engaging videos. Thank you.